So, I was browsing Facebook and I saw something I thought was a little silly. Silly. One of my friends has a young child, and they were all like, "Oh my god, my baby likes the same sports team as I do." I don't even know what sports team it was. I don't follow sports ball. And I thought to myself, yeah, of course your child likes the same thing that you like because you've been dressing them up in sports team stuff since they popped out of the tunnel. And I think it's silly. It's like, how do people go through life not knowing how silly and absurd their fandom is? You're basically turning your child into your own personal mascot. I, for one, think that is sad. I think it's a shame. I think there's a point where fandom gets a little too much, and people need to look in the mirror and realize how silly you actually look. And that is all I will say about that. Hey everybody, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. And we are starting Season 9 of Doctor Who. And, before we go any further, 2 disclaimers. Number 1, we apologize for any stammering, stuttering, slurring, or mouth noise, a lot of which from either of us. I do my best to remove things in post, but sometimes it comes through. I do apologize. Disclaimer number 2, it is a bit warm out. Better than it was the last couple days prior.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But still pretty warm. Like, the temperature's not bad. Like, I don't know what it is, because the temperature's not, like, horrible. It's not great. And the humidity's not horrible. It's not great. But it's just like this, like, miry storm of ugh. So. And ironically, starting tomorrow, it's going to be 10 degrees cooler.
Yes.
Because of course it is. I have a feeling if, like, we switched our days off together, the weather would be like, oh, we got to move around now.
That would be an interesting experiment to try.
Maybe. But yes, we are cracking the egg on Season 9. When we last left off in the Christmas one, the Doctor and Clara had kind of owned up to their lies and worked through them. Feels like we've said goodbye to Mr. Pink, Danny, for the last time. Maybe not, though. It's Doctor Who, you never know. But it did feel kind of like we're shutting the book on that. And, not sure what to expect at all. We'll see if the Doctor's still temperamental and easily irritable.
Oh, I hope so. He's entertaining that way.
He can be, yeah. But yeah, it looks like we're continuing in through Season 9 with Clara and the 12th Doctor. And, I think that's...
Let's get started.
Okay. Without further ado, let's open up Pandora's box, which for some reason contains Doctor Who, Season 9, Episode 1.
Well, it contains hope.
So does Final Fantasy 13. Oh.
Help me! I don't understand.
Oh, well, neither do I. I try never to understand. It's called an open mind. You have one chance in 1,000. But one is all you ever need.
Mr. Positive.
What's your name?
Davros. My name is Davros. You said I could survive. You said you'd help me. Help me!
Dang.
Yes, you did, Doctor. And surely he is one of the most fixed points in times in the universe when you really think about it. You have to save him.
Will the Doctor save
Would he save his own
Nemesis?
number one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
How sobering.
Yeah.
Welcome, Colony South. We are the Sisterhood of Khan. If you do not leave our world immediately, we will take your skin.
Dang.
If you seek the Doctor, first seek his friends.
Yep. Find the companion.
Jane Austen, amazing writer, brilliant comic observer, and strictly amongst ourselves, a phenomenal kisser. News, websites, and Twitter.
Twitter?
Hashtag. Planes have stopped.
So, this is an attack.
What kind of attack advertises? Why show somebody what you can do? Why not just do it?
Yeah. Huh.
Today I should be talking to you.
Oh! Told you she wasn't dead. I knew it.
Why do you need snipers?
Because it's the only way she'll feel safe enough to talk to me. Shall we say 4 o'clock?
Alright. And Daleks and Missy and dang. Can we have Rory and Amy back too?
How's your boyfriend? Still tremendously dead, I expect.
God.
Still dead, yep.
It's a confession dial.
A what?
In your terms, a will.
Hmm.
Of the Time Lord known as the Doctor, to be delivered according to ancient tradition to his closest friend on the eve of his final day.
We've heard this before.
No. It was delivered to me. You, of course, was sent to me. See that couple over there? You're the puppy. Try, nano-brain, to rise above the reproductive frenzy of your noisy little food chain and contemplate friendship.
Nice. That's a good quote.
It's confession.
It will only open when he's dead.
Change the algorithm. Eliminate the crisis points. Where is the Doctor making the most noise, but there isn't any crisis? Okay, how do we find him? How do we know what we're looking for?
Anachronisms. The slightest, tiniest.
When do I not see you?
Oh, one face in all of that crowd.
There was a crowd too.
Okay.
Wow.
What the hell are you up to, Matt?
It's the wicked stepmother, everyone.
All right.
Davros is my arch enemy. Why would I want to talk to him?
No, wait, hang on a minute. Davros is your arch enemy now?
Davros remembers.
Help me!
Doctor, listen to me. I know traps. Traps are my flirting. This is a trap. You sent me your confession down. You threw yourself a 3-week party. You know what this is.
Yes, goodbye.
I don't believe it. The show has cried wolf too many times.
Goodbye, Clara.
Inform High Command. It is located.
TARDIS will be procured. Procure the TARDIS. Procure the TARDIS. So that's where he ended up.
What is that?
I don't know.
Looks like a piece from the Sorry game.
I think you've been lying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Called it.
Make it up to me.
Gravity.
I know. How can you and the Doctor be friends?
Why shouldn't we be?
You spend all your time fighting.
Exactly.
Grow up totally evil. To be a ruthless dictator who would destroy millions of lives. Could you then kill that child?
You flatter me.
Pity. I intended to accuse.
Are they on Skaro?
Brought it back. No.
What? What is it? Where are we?
Scarrow!
Mm-hmm.
Where does an old man go to die, but with his children?
The TARDIS. How did she get here?
It has been procured.
Go anywhere, do anything, kill anyone. With this, the Daleks can be more powerful than ever before. Everything can be yours. You can burn it all forever and ever and ever.
Maximum extermination. Exterminate.
Oh.
In the ecstasy of crisis, is this not life at its purest?
Exterminate. Exterminate.
They're not dead. They're not dead. I don't believe you, Doctor Who.
Compassion, Doctor. It has always been your greatest indulgence. Let me hear you say it. Compassion is wrong.
Dang.
Are you gonna save me?
I'm gonna save my friend. The only way I can. Exterminate!
Whoa.
That was really unexpected.
This episode was just like guns blazing with everything. Like, dang. Got Daleks and Missy and Clara and Davros and Scarrow and everything.
It's an excellent beginning to this.
It's interesting. I don't know if I think it's excellent yet. I don't dislike it. But like, you know, fool me 75 times, shame on me. Fool me 76 times, shame on you, I guess. TARDIS isn't gone. Clara's not dead. Missy's like... It's Doctor Who. Like, I can't get invested like that anymore. But the story in and of itself is very intriguing. Like, the idea that compassion is the Doctor's biggest indulgence. Ah.
It can be a
good
weakness.
line. Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Pretty much anything that you can think of can potentially be a weakness.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Well, it's that notion, like, even something good for you can be bad for you if you indulge in it too much. Riding a bike is good for you. But if you ride a bike too much, it's bad for you. Like, you ride a bike for half an hour, good job. If you ride a bike for like 24 hours, oh no. You drink some water, good. Drink too much water, you die. So it's just one of those things where this episode flew by. I was like, I got to be continued, and I'm like, what? Okay. This felt obviously much more like a Justin episode.
Yes.
Yeah. I am interested to see where it goes. But it just feels like we just like threw so much against the wall in this one. Like, there's a lot of story here. I can't really speak on things because this is only part one. You know, do I think people are dead? No. Do I think the TARDIS is destroyed? No. And I think we veered a little back into the super Clara territory in the very beginning of the episode, where like, we don't need the Doctor. I'll figure this out. I figured this out in like 35 seconds. Because I'm so smart and so clever.
I like it when she's clever. She is very useful when she's clever.
But she narrowed it down so quickly, I think. Right now, because we don't know what's going to happen next, but right now it just feels like a little too much. When you go to dinner and there's just too much food on the table, and you're starting to get stuffed, but there's still so much food, it's like, okay, do we need to bring Missy back for this?
Maybe.
We don't know yet.
See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. But as of this episode, like what we have to go on right now, but it's almost like you front loaded the episode. It's like if we were watching a pay-per-view for wrestling and they put like all the good matches in the very beginning. That's like, what are you gonna do now? Like, did Clara need to be so damn clever that she figured it out because she's so smart and so perfect? No. Do we need to bring Missy back? Because that was my complaint from season 8. Was like Missy was such a cool character that by the time she became the villain, it was like, haha, I'm here. Poof, you're gone. Now, I said then that she wasn't dead. So there's no suspense there for me. And I don't love the Daleks as much as you do to let that notion carry. I think the intro, like opening scene, was fantastic. Because when the doctor's like, who are you? What's your name? I'm like, okay, who are you? What bomb are you going to drop on us? And then there's Davros. You're like, oh, snap. Damn. Okay. You weren't always a weird, wrinkly, grimace-looking thing in a tank. I don't know, like, and then the whole guitar thing, like, I don't think I liked the whole, like, I like the intro with the introduction to Davros. I liked when Missy came back. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just Missy in the plains, that could have been a really cool episode by itself. It felt like we were just speed running a plot, if that makes sense. Here, I think we did too much, but that could be because Stephen Moffat has a lot in store for us in season 9. We don't know. Obviously, like I said, we don't know.
Possibly.
I'm hoping so. So, like, this will be one of the things where, like, by the time I get, like, halfway through the season, I'll look back when I edit this and be like, oh, I understand now. Like, was what usually happens. But when you're staring into the unknown of a season, you don't know. And I don't know. So I'm just kind of as of right now, I'm into it. So don't get me wrong. I'm not like complaining about it. It might sound like it. I'm not. I'm just a little underwhelmed, I guess. And there are aspects I do like, but I think there's so much of it was just too much or a little silly. I didn't think we needed the whole guitar thing and the tank thing, the anachronisms. I like the idea. I just don't like the way it was presented. But I think we could have written that a little better, I guess. So I'm intrigued, but I'm not invested. Not yet. Not yet. I'm not saying I can't be. And I'm not, pulling down my shorts over my sexy thighs and squatting over the face of Doctor Who and going all over it like I did in season. Well, that did it to me first. Season 7. Fired the first shot. I was defending myself against Doctor Who and the monolith of the Clara statue. I think this was. Oh, we also had Danny as well. I think when the companions have an external love interest, it not only gives like a buffer for the Doctor, but it also adds another layer to the storytelling because with another person that is close to the nucleus of the story. So we bring Missy back to kind of be that here. And I think Missy's a good enough character to be used better. But again, she could be. We don't know.
Indeed.
But I don't know. Just like, what is Davros's motivation? Like to kill the Doctor and his friends in the TARDIS? Because he abandoned him as a kid? But he gave him the screwdriver, so he probably got out somehow. I liked the hand mines. Those were cool.
Yeah.
I like those.
It's a very effective weapon.
Yeah.
It targets only exactly the one that they're targeting and doesn't have any civilian casualties as long as they're careful.
That is true, yeah.
Simply stay still and they won't bother you.
Kind of reminds you of a dog. Remember, Davros was saying he was waiting for Clara to run. And then she did, then they attacked. So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, the Doctor's going to figure it out. And I keep moving the microphone because I'm trying to get the sweet spot. This is a new setup for us still. Yeah, it's just like, what?
Maybe they somehow made an arrangement with each other?
Maybe.
And that some of this is actually trickery?
Oh, absolutely is.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. 100% it is. Just like, again, and then also like, we may come back to it though. As of right now though, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to keep saying it too. But we don't, because this is a part 1. We weren't expecting that. Clara realizing that the Doctor lied about Missy should have upset her more. I get this is a very precarious situation, so she's like, I'm going to put a pin in this. I'll probably come back to it later and slap him in the face or something like she always does. Females always do to the male doctors. I hope we circle back to it, because Missy is the reason that Danny is dead. And everything happened. All the stuff happened with the Cybermen. It's her. So I think that, well, and I wasn't expecting like some big fight or anything in the little, place they were captured. But I also wasn't expecting her to be all chummy, So I think right now I have issues with how they use some of the characters and the character motivations. And then obviously episode 2 is going to be the apex of the conflict and then the resolution. So I guess I could safely say you're probably way more excited to see the next one than I am.
Actually, I'm beginning to wonder. Imagine if Doctor Who were to have one huge story and then it would be cut into these different episodes. I'm wondering, could this be something like one episode being stretched out because of so much happening, and it could be one season of its own?
We've had that before. We've said things that have happened could be more than they were. So yeah. Because, the Doctor saves the day, gets the TARDIS, saves Clara, saves Missy. Then what? Well, we'll assume we'll find out, but right now it's then what? Because Missy is still, accountable for all the stuff that happened. Clara still has to be upset about it. You would think. Unless she's such like super Clara now that she just doesn't say nothing bothers me because I am.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
Maybe we're drawing back because the last season she was very emotional, very and for good reason.
Exactly.
Even if we didn't agree on the level of emotion to the events that happened, like when the Doctor was trying to respect her, and she felt that's not how she when the whole thing on the moon and Earth had to decide that whole thing. So, but I hope we're not going too far in the other direction with her, where she's so almost like soldier-like that she's detached from empathy. Because again, that's where the companion is the strongest, because they have the empathy and like with Donna, the conscience of the show. So again, speculation. We'll find out. But as far as surprises, cool, but a lot of it was way more Justin fan service than Philip, which is totally fine. Doesn't all have to be about me, except when it does, which is all the time. And but no, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we'll check the next one out. But I'm not oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's just, Was the opening necessary? Well, the opening was good, but the Clara part in the beginning, I don't think that was necessary. The way they did it. I think the Doctor's introduction was kind of hokey with the guitar in the tank. I'm sorry. Again, it was, and again, it was supposed to be out of character for him. Even the hugging, it's all stuff out of character for him.
Within reason, it's to hide his face.
Yeah. So, I understand all that. If you had one day to live, you're gonna just do whatever. You're gonna play guitar in a tank. It's fine.
In the medieval period.
There you go. But this feels like this could have been retooled just a little bit, tweaked just a little bit, and been a bit stronger of an episode. And I don't think we needed Missy. But next episode happens, and I could, again, be eating my words. And if it happens, I will. I always do. If I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. But as of right now, it's... I don't know. I'm very lukewarm about this one. But I said I don't hate it. But I don't love it. As the kids say, it's mid.
I'm actually very interested in what's happening in the Doctor psychologically of saving the boy's life.
Yeah.
And Davos remembers, I'm wondering if they could go a little deeper into this sort of, maybe into some sort of free association of words going back and forth with each other, of what this meant to them, while at the same time making sure that, yes, they're still enemies, they are in no way reconciling each other's differences. They most certainly will not do that.
I mean, it would be analogous to when they went inside the Dalek, and the Doctor was having the conversation with the Dalek about beauty and all that stuff. It'd be kind of a similar vein like that. I don't know. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but I'm trying to figure out like a resolution to this that will seem worth it. Worth this, and then whatever's going to happen in the first half of episode 2, then, unless this is a 3-parter, and then, you know what I mean, though. At least I hope you do. Yeah, I don't know, like, I like the idea of, Davros remembers, but is this a good or a bad thing? Is he grateful, or is he angry?
That's what I want to find out.
I do like, I like that idea, because it harkens back to the very beginning, the opening, which was great, but outside of that, yeah, my Clara Cena senses are tingling, so I'm hoping that she doesn't need to be like she was in season 8, like she was the Doctor at one point. This almost felt like an AI wrote an episode of Doctor Who. It's like, we need Daleks, and we need Missy, we need like everything, and Davros, and Scarrow, and
it definitely catches my attention.
The medieval times.
So I'm wondering, it's very interesting, Scarrow, wouldn't it have been stuck in the Time War along with Gallifrey?
Well, they said he rebuilt it.
I would have liked to have had them go into detail. How do you reinvent a whole planet?
I'm hoping we find out in the next episode, because, as I said, that's one of the things that just feels like feels like we're speed running a plot, and I don't like when we do that with Doctor Who. Just like I enjoyed the 2-parter that ended season 8 with, find out who Missy was, and then the whole thing with the cloud and all that. That was super awesome. But I thought we sped run Missy's story, and then she was dead. Well, dead. And then you bring her back to kill her again. Is this gonna be the recurring joke? Is she the Kenny from South Park of Doctor Who now? Oh my God, they killed Missy! You bastards! I don't know. Yeah. Great opening, but if I could put episode 1 into a sound, it'd be.
Well, let's see what other thoughts you've had.
Oh, okay.
In your notes.
Let's go to the notes.
Any scenes that stuck out?
There was a lot of good one-liners. I didn't get them all, but there were some good quotes in this one.
Philip's notes.
So we got Davros. Holy crap!
Yes.
This is cool. Okay, Daleks are my favorite thing, but okay, a Davros origin story, which I thought was what we were getting. Hell yeah! Maybe that's already been like in past Who, like in an old Who. Again, we don't know. We'll get to it one day, hopefully.
And it shows that he didn't die after all.
Yeah, it's Doctor Who. No one dies.
Yes, unless if we actually see and actually even at that's still left in the air.
Yeah, unless you're like Mr. Bradley and you own slaves, and then the Doctor will kill you, and then you'll get to come back for an adventure in space and time. And then that dude shows up in the hood, and I couldn't hear him at first, but he says, "We are the colony Sav. We bring harm." I was like, "Ooh, I like this." Kind of looking like a Cenobite. Okay. He ended up being like a snake dude, but I didn't mind that. I thought it was a cool, like, a snake wrapping itself up to be like a humanoid thing. I like that. Pretty cool. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Davros is the Emperor Palpatine of the Doctor Who extended universe. I know I'm not wrong about that.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
And then we see the airplanes are frozen. Clara, of course, figures it out right away because she's Clara. Dun, 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 dun. Unit calls her. Dun 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 dun. She goes to the thing. Dun 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 dun. She figures it out in like 10 seconds. Dun 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 dun. Your time is up. My time is now. There you go. But I like the idea of this isn't an attack, because what kind of attack advertises? Ooh. Yeah, because attacks just happen. It's an attack.
Unless, of course, if it's out of hubris, and this is a farce, this is simply to distract you from how it's really going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
To get your mind off the track.
Missy! Yay!
How? Never mind.
Well,
Let's continue the story.
Yeah, she's like, oh yes, I'm alive. Moving on, as you would say. Then she calls for 8 snipers, because 8 snipers at specific points will stop her from regenerating. So I guess you can kill a Time Lord if you do it just so? Or was she bluffing? The world may never know.
She was about Gallifrey.
That's true, yeah. Then Missy has a confession dial. The doctor gives it to his best friend. It's like a will. And Clara goes to touch it, and it zaps her.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not his best friend, I am. And I like the notion of, like, Missy, or the Master in general, and the Doctor trying to kill each other. Fun! But the Doctor's actually dying. No! It reminds me of a Batman Joker thing. You know, I need you to be who I am. Missy, the Master, is very much the Joker of Doctor Who. Like, without you, I'm nothing. I need you to. And they've had this conversation before with each other. You know, I need you to exist. You need me to exist. We give each other purpose. I like that. I think it's cool. You would think, like, at some level, that the Joker would actually consider Batman his friend. In general, it's just like, we're having fun.
It's a complex relationship.
Yeah. And then we get to the whole arena thing with the tank and the guitar. And if that was actually him playing, kudos. And we don't look anything up because of spoilers. And then the snake dude shows up, and the Doctor's, oh, Davros sent you whatever, my arch enemy. And Missy's like, wait, Davros is your arch enemy now? It'd be like the Joker finding out Batman had a new favorite villain to fight.
Jealousy being taken in a very interesting way.
Yeah, yeah. And then we see that the Doctor just let Kid Davros left him there. But Davros also said compassion is your, greatest indulgence. Ergo, your greatest weakness. Daleks don't have compassion. So I made them that way. So in that scene, it was just kind of odd to see the Doctor just abandon someone. Because he's helped his enemies before. He tried to help Davros before. Like, come with me. Let me help you and stuff. But Davros is like, no, I'm so evil. No. And then we get the whole, like, this is goodbye. No, it's not. No, it's not. No. You're not going to emotionally manipulate me, Doctor Who. It's not goodbye. It'll be fine. Episode 2, it'll be fine by the end. This isn't verbatim, but Clara and Missy are having a talk in their little prisoner chambers. And Clara's like, you two are friends? Like, you guys call yourself friends? Yeah. All you do is fight. Yeah.
At an extremely minor level, so do you two.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't tell Clara that she's... And then Missy offers the TARDIS to the Daleks. She tells them what it is, but they destroy it anyway. And kill her.
Yes, which seemed very unstrategic.
Yeah.
It led me to wonder, are you paying attention to what she's saying?
Yeah.
Use this. You can destroy her later. First things first, we need to see how this thing works so that we can replicate it and make one for each Dalek.
Oh
Imagine that.
God. That would just be pandemonium. Golly. That would, oh my God. But even just one TARDIS in the hands of the Daleks. She's like, you can burn everything everywhere.
Yes.
Dang. That's where I thought we were going with it. But no, they just destroyed the TARDIS. And it's like anytime we were going like some cool thread, like, psh, nope. Okay. Planes in the sky. Psh, nope. Missy's back. Psh, no. TARDIS, Daleks, you get, psh, nope. Nope.
I really like the conversation that the Doctor and Davros had. After all that had happened, to this day, each of them still think that they are in the right of what happened.
Yeah.
How things occurred, it may have been how they planned it, but they think that overall, they both did the right thing. So who is really the villain? They're pointing at each other.
Well, that's what I like about. Well, yeah, we've had that discussion too about the Doctor, but it's cool to see Davros not have a change of heart. Sometimes villains, in their dying moments, are like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done it. Oh, I'm so sorry." Davros like, "Nah, I created a murder army. Hell yeah, I'm awesome. You're dying soon. I'm still awesome. My murder army is still awesome. You're wrong." The universe needed the Daleks, which would be interesting to find out if that was true. Like, if we got like some kind of alternate reality without the Daleks, and we see that they stopped something, like their existence was actually, not only did it save Doctor Who, but in the lore, they were like the lesser of two evils.
I am wondering, as they were probably going about destroying things, up until they reached Earth, they were probably doing this to other places.
Mhm.
What if one of these planets was a target and they happened to attack it at its weakness? Had they not, it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have rivaled them and they would have been destroyed anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if there was a greater evil than the Daleks that the Daleks stopped? Or an event that the Daleks stopped? Or their existence? You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yes. Basically, like the Doctor trying to kill the child Davos.
Mhm.
That basically this happened, but without time travel.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah. So it's interesting to think about like the Doctor Davros relationship, but could that be applied to something else as well? So, and then Missy's exterminated, and I said, "Bye again. Hopefully, we'll see you soon." I think you're a fantastic character.
She is.
Yes. So this next line, I don't remember word for word, so I'm going to play it now from the episode, and then we'll discuss it.
Hunter and prey held in the ecstasy of crisis.
I thought it was a really cool thing to think about. You know, the hunter and the prey, and they're locked in this moment. What happens now? And just use the word ecstasy.
Indeed. When you really think about it, look at life from a purely objective biological point of view. Yes, this is what life is about.
Mm-hmm. Hokey pokey. And then Clara's exterminated, except she's really not. We know she's not. Then they destroy the TARDIS, which it's really not.
I think that it would have to have had a much more destructive result.
It's a fake TARDIS, or they're holograms, or they're... remember the fart monsters? Maybe they're the fart monsters. Maybe Slovene are back, and I don't know. They're not dead. The TARDIS is not destroyed. It's not. It's not. And the Doctor's not going to die. So, yeah. I can't suspend disbelief. I can't. That might be the problem I have. One of the problems I have. None of the emotional, like, drama beats work for me, because I know they're not true.
Although mainly the reason what I'm counting on for the Doctor to not be dying is because of what the evidence of Missy, that tell us when it's husband, but it's not open.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You got a point. I think about that. Yeah.
Which is why, like her, I'm doubting that he's really dying.
Yeah, no, he's not. All right. That's all for my notes, y'all. Anything else? Or from pictures of our Patreon. So, yeah, I'm not crapping all over it. I didn't hate it, as said. I didn't love it, though, as said. It was fine. I mean, there's not much more I can say that I've already said, so I'll just be repeating myself. I mean, it will be, just from a storytelling perspective, interesting to see how they wrap this up and where we go. And if everyone's not dead. Like, if it's going to be like, Clara's not dead, and the TARDIS is not dead, but Missy's still dead. Well, boo to that. That's just a waste.
That would be strange that they both died in the exact same manner. But then again, they could probably say, the rules of holographics is complicated. I really hope that they don't do that.
They could say that the Daleks use a special Time Lordian death ray on her specifically, and it disintegrated her atoms completely, and she couldn't do anything to be brought back anyway. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. We'll find out, I know. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add about this episode that was tailor-made just for you?
Oh no. It speaks for itself.
It definitely did. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.